So I want to show you some classroom management features in Curipod that might be useful for you to use in your own classroom. So I am presenting a lesson now as a teacher. If we look at the join lobby, I have 2 students joining, and if I move over to this other tab, I have one of our students. So we get a student view in this tab and a teacher view in this tab. So here I have an activity I'm ready to start, and as we know, to start it, we'll click Start. And if we move over to the student device, we see that the students can start writing in the activity. They can also see the slides in parallel if they want to do that. And I move back to the teacher screen now. So one thing that is nice to know about is if you see that your students don't have enough time, you can always add more time down here in the right corner. You add 30 seconds every time you click the button. But let's say you want to make an announcement or give your students some important information during a task. Well, then you can always click freeze. What's happening when you click freeze is that your activity pauses, the counter stops. And if I now move over to the student device, I see that I can no longer, as a student, write anything, and I can no longer see the slides. They only see it's all happening on the big screen, and it's basically, the feature is basically a digital 1, 2, 3 eyes on me, where the intention is to just take away all distractions for the students for you to give an announcement. And when you're ready to continue the lesson, you just click unfreeze, and the student can continue writing. Another important feature is our moderation tool. So if you click down here on the settings wheel, you can click open moderation. And in the moderation view, it opens up as a different window. You can see what the students are doing. So if I now move over to the student's device and I write an answer, and I'll submit it, and we move back to the teacher device, and we open the moderation tool, I can now see Eric's answer. And if they're drawing, you can follow their drawing as they draw. The nice thing here is that you're able to dismiss answers that are inappropriate, or you can walk over to the students and have them retry it. If you click here, you can also see all your students' real name and their nicknames. So it's a great little tool to know about so you can moderate your class behavior during your lesson. If you don't want it open in another screen on your device, you can also scan this QR code from an iPad or a phone to have the moderation tool on that device. Another tool I want to show you, and now I've moved back to the lesson designer, is the preview button. So if you have made a new customizable lesson, or you're building your own lesson and you want to test how does this feel for the student, well, instead of clicking present, you can click on the small arrow here and you can click preview. Then you open this window. And in the preview, you get a teacher screen like this, but you also get a small student device over on the left hand here. So you can test out the activities. So you can enter the PIN code and join as a student. You can, of course, do this as I'm doing in this video also by just presenting and joining in a different tab or from a different device or getting colleagues to join in. But I really like this neat little preview feature. It's also very nice if you're presenting Curipod to colleagues and you want to show off how an activity works. So the last feature I want to show you here is this little chat box down in the right corner. So if we click on this chat icon, you come in here, and this is our teacher support chat. Here you can click here to send us a message. It's manned all US business hours, and the whole team is there. We have a principle here about that everyone does customer support. That means everyone from Jens, our CEO, to our developers, to our curriculum designers. Everyone is in there because we really want to learn both what you want more of in Curipod, but also what you find challenging. So you get help from real people. There's no AI bots in there. It's real people. And I hope this helped you build out your lessons.